Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for this COVID-19 update. We will start in Ladysmith at that community's 7-Eleven, where a sign posted on the door warns of a confirmed case of COVID-19. Anyone who may have visited the 7-Eleven between March 5th and March 11th is asked to call 811. Store staff are also being asked to self-isolate for 14 days. The store says it has connected with local health officials to determine next steps. The store is closed until April 2nd. A UVic student has tested positive for COVID-19. The school has notified was notified of the off-campus student on Wednesday. It has been in contact with that student to offer support. According to UVic, the student says they are in good spirits and still expect to complete their courses. Medical officials are tracing the student's footsteps and are notifying those who may have had close contact with the individual. Island Health says the risk of transmission in the case is low. UVic is also telling students to leave the school's dorms by March 27th, in 1 week. Yesterday, Island Health warned of possible COVID-19 exposure at UVic and at Saanach's Commonwealth Place. If you were in any of these classes at UVic on Thursday, March 12th, you may have been exposed to the virus. They are Psych 300B at 11 a.m., Psych 351A at 1 p.m., and Biology 367A beginning at 2:30. Island Health says it has completed a risk assessment and says the risk to people is low. The health authority also says if you were at Saanach Commonwealth Place on the 12th between 5 and 7 at night, you may have been exposed. That's also the case if you attended a kickboxing class at Commonwealth Place March 15th at 8:15 a.m. Island Health is advising anyone who attended the class or was in the pool during those times to monitor themselves for any coughing, sneezing, fever, sore throat, or problems breathing. If you experience those symptoms, you should self-isolate for 14 days. Island Health saying the risk to people, again, is very low. All of that information is on the Check News website. Pacific FC fans will have to wait for the start of the 2020 season. The Canadian Premier League announcing this morning that the CPL is postponing the upcoming season because of COVID-19 concerns. It was supposed to start on April 11th. The league says it will continue to monitor the situation. And that is not the only Island sports announcement today. The 2020 HSBC Canada Women's Sevens event has been postponed as well due to the global COVID-19 situation. Langford was supposed to host that event in May. The Victoria Highland Games at Topaz Park, it is also postponed. Its annual event, which was set to have its 157th year next month. Quadra Island is following Tofino's lead and is asking the public not to visit if it's not necessary. In a letter sent out today, the community asks the public to avoid all non-essential travel to the island until COVID-19 and this outbreak passes. Quadra Island, like Tofino, has limited health resources. We should also add Ucluelet is also asking people to stay away. This morning, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced that a new agreement with the United States will see irregular migrants turned away at the border. As recently as yesterday, the government said the solution to screening refugee claimants was to assess their health when they were intercepted and then hold them in isolation for the standard 14 days. Trudeau also said the government is working with manufacturers to retool and produce equipment needed to treat people for COVID-19. Trudeau says industry has volunteered its workers in factories and arrangements are well underway. Yesterday afternoon, the governor of California issued a statewide stay-at-home order. The order kicked in at midnight and asks all 40 million people in that state to only leave their homes when absolutely necessary. Places like grocery and convenience stores, delivery restaurants, gas stations, pharmacies, banks, they can remain open. And we will end this update on a brighter note. This photo posted to Twitter from View Royals Mayor David Screech showing some young children last night outside Vic General saying thank you to all the staff and the nurses working inside. A touching show of appreciation for our frontline workers trying to keep everyone healthy. And we are seeing a lot of displays just like that. We'll have more of them tonight. That is your COVID-19 update. We'll bring you updates right here on Check every 30 minutes. For news anytime, you can head on over to checknews.ca, and we hope you can join us tonight at 5, 6, and 10. Have a great afternoon.